Hey guys, Scott Action Jackson here, and I'm back because it's official. Super Nintendo Classic Edition is coming out. It's coming out September. September 29th. And so far, this thing once again is not available for pre order, which should worry people again. At least so far. Now, what has been announced for this thing so far, as you can probably see by the pictures that I'm going to be sharing, 21 games, including the unreleased Star Fox 2. Also, 2 wired controllers. Two. And plus side, the price is not bad. $80. At least so far it's $80. But I do have the list of games right here once I get to it. Okay, some of these games are going to be a given. Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, F-Zero, Super Metroid, Super Castlevania 4, Super Punch-Out, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Donkey Kong Country, Mega Man X, Kirby Superstar, Final Fantasy 3, the American Super Nintendo Final Fantasy 3, Kirby's Dream Course, the first Star Fox, Yoshi's Island, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Secret of Mana, Contra 3, Earthbound, and Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Now, let's take a moment here to look at this list. Now, of course, most of these Super games are going to be given on the Super NES, but considering how rare it is to, well, I shouldn't say rare, I should say the price to actually get a cartridge for some of these games are, like Super Metroid, Super Castlevania 4, Earthbound, Super Mario RPG. Those games are costing a hell of a lot of money to get a hold of just to get the cartridge. Now, for something like this, to get all these games bundled on the system for $80, and that includes an additional controller, that's a hell of a deal. One hell of a deal. Now, once again, it's nice that they included a Final Fantasy game. That's a plus. And this does have both Star Foxes. That's great, including the never before released one. Let's see, Super Mario World. Yeah, like I said, that's a given for any Super NES. Super Metroid, I kind of figured would be coming out for it. Super Mario Kart was kind of given, but I kind of wondered if they would have thrown in F-Zero if Super Mario Kart was already going to be there, but we're going to get both. One other thing I was wondering is if they would include all 3 Donkey Kong Country games. But we're just getting their first one, which, that's okay. It's okay to have the first one. But, the Super Mario RPG Legends of the Seven Stars, that's, last I remember, that was made by Nintendo and Square Enix, so I was kind of surprised that was put on here. And man, Earthbound. Man, those who want to try Earthbound and know how much it costs to get a hold of it, damn. But yeah, this was just me giving my opinions and telling and sharing the news of the announcement of the Super NES Classic Edition, which, you probably should have expected to be called that, the Super Nintendo Classic Edition, the SNES Classic Edition, but, oh, one other thing revealed during this was that there would be a European version of it released as well. And the design of the system is a little different. Once again, it's going to have 21 games. I don't have the actual list of the games that'll be on that one, but I'm guessing it would be the same since it's 21. But once again, like the NES Classic Edition, it'll be a small little system that'll fit in the palm of your hands. Now the big question is, one of multiple questions is, will Nintendo keep the supply of this out there so that people who will play this would be able to get their hands on it? Instead of just those scalpers who just, oh, I'm going to buy and sell it for thousands, if not hundreds of dollars. Fuck you! I mean, I know a few people who would love to get a hold of this for their kids and their grandkids to play. We don't need scalpers around to buy these up and sell them online for thousands and hundreds of dollars, when you can go out and when you're able to find these in the stores for $80. See, that's why I hope Nintendo does make enough of these to keep them in stock in stores instead of the bullshit that they did with the NES Classic Edition. Of course, I do wonder one other thing, though. Will people be able to hack these, just like the NES Classic? Because the NES Classic Edition, that only had like maybe a third, if not 1/4, of the amount of NES games that there were. So hackers were able to at least go in and add the full library of NES games. If some hackers out there would actually be able to like get into this and include all the Super Nintendo games that was made, that would be amazing. That would be simply amazing. And actually, something like that probably would hack up the price on it too. If somebody did that and then put that on eBay, that would. Eugh. But anyway, Super Nintendo Classic Edition coming out September 29th. Oh boy. September 29th is a date I will not be looking forward to at work.